So I was recommended this Clarissa C video, and after watching, I wanted to talk about falling off and the prerequisite to that, which is blowing up or going viral. Now, going viral is extremely unsustainable, as audience retention is the hardest part of any business or building of a fan base, or business in general. Anyways, and the only difference between someone saying you went viral versus someone saying you blow up is what happens after, the viral event. And well, outside of production, most of that isn't really within your control. You can't force people to search your name. You can't force people to listen to your music or watch your videos. And while air quotes falling off is inevitable outside of less than 1% of musical artists, I think the conversation around these dip in numbers are far too negative. And we put out this expectation that once you blow up, you have to constantly be peaking, otherwise you fell off. And we fall in love with the rags to riches, and come up stories, like how Cochise revealed that he would set his username as his SoundCloud profile when he played Rocket League and he got bullied for it, and now he's collaborating with Rocket League for their new update. The same commentators that cover or break this story will be the same people that say he's fallen off when his numbers start to, fall. And this goes both ways. We see at least one artist in every cycle, so anything they, do anything they can to keep going viral rather than moving on with their fan base. As a struggling YouTuber, I see these artists and other YouTubers that air quotes fell off, and I'd be more than happy with like some of the numbers that they have. There are some artists who have a few songs with 1 to 5 or even 10 million views, and then they plateau at 500 or 100k per song. And while it's a massive drop off and is arguably a fall off, actually technically is a fall off because it's a huge dip in numbers, most commentators see this and start dunking on these guys. And for the super arrogant rappers, I have no problems, but some rappers are low key and out of the way, but they still get dragged for this drop in numbers. And before I get off topic, I know YouTube videos and YouTube music videos are entirely different, especially between like YouTube and Spotify. But if I averaged 100k views per video, I'd never have to work again. I'd have a house in less than a year or so. And as an artist, a majority of us start from absolutely nothing. One year we could have 50 to 1,000 views on a song or video, sometimes maybe less. If you look at my videos, definitely it's less. Then you have a stretch getting hundreds of thousands, or if you're lucky, even millions of views, and then you drop back and plateau it to some random number, right? And it destroys people. And obviously I understand once you are peaking, you want that peak to last forever. You're going to do everything you can to keep that peak going. And then once it, you start to lose, right? Everybody loses. Once you start losing, obviously putting in that effort and continuing to do said thing becomes less desirable. But anyways, they go in denial and they get all pessimistic, but it's like they ignore how far they came, right? And the fact that they still have a fan base or numbers to work with. But rant aside, I'm gonna do Shippo a solid and keep this short. I don't think going viral is a bad thing, and I truly believe the difference between going viral and blowing up is the success or lack thereof that comes after, and the negative press that, behind falling off and plateauing. And if you ever say these commentators are going a little too hard on an artist, they will call you soft and say numbers are numbers. And while they are technically right, there should be a line between he or she is middling out or in falling off. There should be a line between plateauing and completely falling off. So it's not this either you're peaking or you're in the dumpster type of thing. But anyways, how do you feel about going viral? All right, that's in the script, but I really think it's really fucked up that this has we have such negative press behind something that is basically inevitable. It feels like once you become a mainstream artist, you consistently have to be peaking. If you're not peaking, you have fallen off, and it's very toxic. And some artists get very, very deep into that, and they get like almost possessed by that need, that narrative, to the point to where they are scoffing at numbers that they were dreaming of even a fucking year ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, as an artist, a soon to be artist, I would be happy with 50,000 views per song, right? If I'm getting more than 1,000 per song, I will continue to make music and things of that nature. But like 50K a song or 1 million Spotify plays in a year, very happy with that. But then people become mainstream and they scoff at that. Oh, this music video only got 50K, bro. And they, people are like, God, they're falling off and blah, 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 blah. Or they quit making music. Or they go, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Or they like, getting the numbers war and they start dunking on other artists and saying like, this, that, and the third. My big thing is flops, right? Which flopping is flopping. But, I see people, they're selling like, 2K, or it's like, whatever it is, 5, 10, whatever. And it's like album sales and things of that nature. And I'm like, yo, those are paid albums. That's like if I had 5,000 members on YouTube, I'd be balling. And I understand that album sales are kind of like if you get a certain amount of plays on Spotify or in a certain location, that equals an album sale. But just the premise of you have to go to a website and buy an album, buy access to it, or you buy the fucking CD or whatever. 5,000, 4,000, that is insane, to people that were handing out CDs a year or two ago, or getting 20 to 300 plays on fucking SoundCloud a year ago. Now I understand, like, you're commentating on numbers, and there is nothing wrong with commentating on numbers, but it's when like it's every single big commentator on music, there's such negativity around plateauing and things of that nature, and I feel like it really taints artists, and it makes them super insecure to where they want to peak and they get scared of dropping music after they peak because they hate the narrative that's going to come after. You know what I mean? Like the one hit wonder, or you're flopping. Like somebody can have, some people say it about Lil Nas X, you can have a song that gets damn near 1 billion views and goddamn Old Town Road. How the fuck do you top Old Town Road? He releases songs like Panini and the one where he twerked on the devil. Those get millions of views, and people call that a fall off because Old Town Road had 1 billion views. And it's like, he can't do that again. It's like, nobody can. I don't get it. But anyways, I'm dragging this. This has been Subconsciousness, bro. If you're hearing my voice right now, you've done more than enough to keep this series going. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know how you feel about the conversation around going viral. I don't think it's bad to want to go viral. I think you shouldn't be short-sighted and stop at going viral. I think you should look at not just going viral, but trying to have a plan to retain as much of that audience you gain once you eventually go viral, and try to figure out how you can have that as a alternative revenue stream as you once you do that, or with whatever you're left with after you go viral and things of that nature. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But yeah, tell me your opinions and things of that. I will respond, like, or heart it, as long as you're not calling me a fucking idiot and insulting me. So yeah, until we meet in the next video or the comments, remember, man, because we know we up next, sponsored by Atari, and
join will be hopping. The octopus said the same thing to Yoshi. It's about being patient, picking your moment. So snap out of it. You can't let a couple of losses blow you off course. You don't have to win now, just someday. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Well, it kills the octopus.